I founded my pickleball company 7 months ago, all by myself, and since then, we've done $1,054,000 in sales. I've launched 10 other products in the pickleball category, and in this video, I'm going to tell you the story about how I was able to actually do that all by myself and how you can potentially do it as well. So this is our website, professorpaddles.com, aka Professor Pickleball, and you can see I got all types of products on here, super cool stuff, and here is the back end where we sell. $419,000 on Shopify, $630,000 on Amazon in the last 7 months. And it's been an absolutely crazy ride. And it wasn't always like this. Like, I didn't know how to do this recently, but I learned specific skills that got me to this point where launching a business like this became pretty easy and second nature in a repeatable process that you can follow. So about a year ago, my friends got me into playing pickleball, and I noticed it was a super fun and addicting sport. It's got a social component because you meet people, you talk off the courts while you're waiting between games. And I saw the space was quickly blowing up, like courts were being popped up everywhere. Everyone was talking about it on social media. People were posting it on their stories. And then I saw one video on YouTube of another fellow e-com YouTuber saying, hey, like pickleball is a great brand to get into. And then I even started suggesting it on my own channel saying, hey, you should probably start a pickleball business. And over, I kept on suggesting this to people and no one was taking action and doing this. And I just saw the opportunity was so big. There's a few things happening in my personal life where there was an opportunity for me to take this path and start a new brand. So I said, let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? I have this skill set to do this. Now let's actually go and start the business. If you have or have not watched my videos before, I talk about drop shipping pretty frequently in terms of that being the best business model to start with as little risk as possible. It doesn't require a lot of upfront capital. It's going to teach you the necessary skills to grow a brand in the long term. So it's just a really good way to get in this e-commerce business without a lot of money and do it pretty much risk-free. And at this point, even though I'm probably in a more fortunate position with more money saved up than maybe some of you watching this video, I still decided to take the route of, hey, let's start a drop shipping store first to verify and test out the ads, the products, the website, and see if it's even a viable market. Because I was walking into this thing not knowing what was going to happen. My other brand, Beyond Braid, has done over $10 million in sales, and that's an established brand here in the US. But I still decided to start a drop shipping store first to test it out. So the first thing you have to do, and I always suggest when starting a brand, is create a drop shipping store or business around the idea or topic you have that comes to mind. So let's say you wanted to start a cooking business, start a drop shipping store first, see if you can make video ads, see if you're even good at this stuff before spending a whole bunch of money, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in inventory costs when you don't even know if you're going to sell the product. So that's what I did, is I started a drop shipping store. And you can go look at some of the older videos on my channel. Basically what I did was I found a carbon fiber paddle similar to what I sell now, and I named it thecarbonpaddle.com. I made one simple video ad just saying, hey, this is the carbon paddle. It's got carbon fiber. It's got great power, blah, 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 blah. I put B-roll on the ad. I put captions on the video, and I created Facebook ads, ran the ads, and I started seeing crazy like sales in the first 2 days. When I say crazy sales, I started at $5-10 a day just to test, and I got like 3, 4, 5 sales, spending $5, generating $250. So that's a huge return on ad spend, ROAS. And in this space, if you have a 2, 3, 4, 5x ROAS, for every dollar you're spending, you're making $5 out. That's like literally printing money for free. So I started this dropshipping store. I ran it for like a couple days, and I said, this business will work. How do I start this immediately? And I didn't have the name Professor Pickleball. I didn't have any of these designs. That's where that work has to come into play, is sitting down, brainstorming, and saying, how am I going to come up with this? But first, I verified it. It worked through dropshipping, and that brings me to the sponsor of this video, Zendrop. Zendrop is an all-in-one dropshipping platform created by dropshippers for dropshippers. Like in dropshipping, the most important thing is finding a good software, a good fulfillment system to work with, and finding good products, and that's what Zendrop has. They have some of the best, trendiest products. They have much faster shipping times. They have verified suppliers and verified products, so you know you're not going to get scammed and work with a supplier who's not going to ship your items and take all your money. Zendrop has this all in one central platform, and you get 51% off when you use my link, and they're going to give you $200 in product credits. So when you start making sales, you get to buy your products for free. And if you want to succeed with dropshipping, you need a trusted partner like Zendrop. So thank you, Zendrop, for sponsoring this video. So once I verified, hey, this product works for dropshipping, let's make a brand, I sat down and said, hey, how can I market this product uniquely and create a brand around sort of a character or an idea. And that's where Professor Pickleball came about. I was basically saying, hey, I can dress up as a professor in my Facebook ads. I can teach pickleball. I can come up with this cool paddle name called the Professor PhD. Like, I did all this before I even came up with one single product. I basically made a marketing plan first of how I'm going to sell the products, and then I went into designing the actual products. And that's where I think most people go wrong, is they go product focused first, and then they're like, hey, how do I sell this? And that's where you get stuck with inventory, is if you don't really know how you're gonna plan on selling the products effectively, you're gonna get stuck. And that's what I'm really good at, is creating these very sociable, these very native looking, like they look like they blend into the platforms kind of videos, just vertical iPhone videos, me talking to the camera saying, hey, this is a great paddle for a great price. You got to buy it. Click the link below. It's on sale, and driving that urgency and creating value in the marketplace with a really good product. And that's what I did. My first order wasn't something crazy. I think I ordered like 200 paddles. It was maybe $5,000 to $10,000. I can't remember the exact number, but I said, hey, I'm going to take a risk, put up this $5,000 to $10,000, and I took the risk. And that's what I think most people don't do, is they're very risk averse nowadays, and they're scared that something's going to happen. Worst case scenario, you lose your $5,000 to $10,000. You're right back where you started, because let's face it, if you have $5,000 to $10,000 that you're banking on, you're pretty much broke anyways. So I invested the $10,000. I got the product in. I made the Facebook ads. The product sold out in like literally 10 days. And the thing with this business is, when you produce products, it usually takes about 30 days for the factory to make them and 30 days to ship them. So I had to rush order them. I had to pay more money to airship them over here, which costs like literally 3 times the amount. So my product cost was higher when ordering, but I needed them here faster so I can keep selling. And the first few months, same thing happened. I got product in, a couple hundred paddles, sold them out. Product in, sold them out. Product in, sold them out. And after the third time selling it, I said, enough is enough. It's time to go all in. And I went from placing $5,000 to $10,000 orders to my first $60,000 order of inventory. And that was for, I think, 2,000 paddles. And then that's how it started stacking and stacking and stacking. We put the product on Amazon. We put the product on Shopify. We started making new products like these balls. We have some bags. And now I started launching the ancillary products around the brand, but all stemmed from the one main driver of the Professor PhD and how I was going to market this one product. So even though I've created this $1 million brand, it all came from the one idea of, how do I market a specific kind of product to a specific audience? You just have to focus on one product. In my other business, Beyond Braid, where we have other types of fishing products, it really only came from one specific product, which was fishing line, in pretty much 2 colors, a blue camo and a moss camo. Those 1 or 2 products created the foundation for that $10 million business. So it only takes one product and one marketing plan for that one specific product to blow up and make a $1 million business. And fast forwarding today, how I'm going to take Professor Pickleball to a $10 million brand is launching different products, more paddles, signing maybe professional players, and eventually taking Professor Pickleball and turning it into Professor Sports. So doing Professor Baseball, Professor Basketball, Professor Golf, and expanding wide and capturing more customers through different products in different sports, because I play a bunch of sports. I have friends who play a bunch of sports, and I could launch products in these spaces on Amazon, on Facebook, because I've developed the system of saying, hey, let's pick a product. How are we going to market it on Facebook? How are we going to market it on TikTok shops? Make these viral style videos, and that's going to spread wide, get us sales on Amazon, get us sales on Shopify, get us sales on TikTok, get us sales in person. And that's how you build a massive $5 million, $10 million, $100 million brand. You just have to create awareness for your products. Now, if you want to learn more about dropshipping or starting your own brand, I created a course about dropshipping here at 7 hours, or how to create your very own private label brand right here. Go watch one of these videos. They're absolutely amazing, filled with value. Like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. See you on the next video.